Hello, everyone. It's a snowy Saturday. I hope all of you didn't get much snow in Massachusetts area. But we got some, but not bad. Anyway, so on to week three. I'll be looking at your submissions for the first assignment tomorrow, and it'll take me a couple days to finish grading all the papers and get back to you. But in the meantime, we move on to week three. And this week, we just focus on the student population that attend community colleges. And the chapters that you will be reading from the book are chapters 8 and 4. 8 is about developmental education. And that means is students who come to college, community colleges, are not in a position to start in degree programs or college level courses because when they take a placement test, they get placed below college level and they have to complete that course sequence before they're eligible to take any credit courses. It has its own ramifications, and it has been shown that these students don't progress well and the completion rate is also dismal. So throughout the past 10 years or so, all community colleges are trying their best to come up with strategies to help these students to succeed and complete. They have all kinds of programs and support services. So that's what you will be reading in that chapter. And 14 is about the outcomes. One of the things that's kind of the measuring yardstick, if you will, about whether the college is successful with its students is the completion rate, and that is kind of the outcomes measurement. But I'm kind of torn as to what that is, because some students may not complete, or they may not transfer. They may get a 2-year degree and get a job and leave, or they may not complete due to various reasons. But does it mean that their learning outcomes were bad necessarily? So that's what that chapter is all about. And the articles kind of make you look at different student population. The first article here, the examining community college students progression, is English as a second language. These English learners form quite a big number in many community colleges. So how is their success rate? How do they progress? Because they have to start at their ESL course sequence, and sometimes it takes them 2 years before they get to any kind of college level course. Same thing with the Latina students. What is their outcome? And there's also the population that starts with non-credit. They don't get any credit, but they gain some skills, but they also take non-credit courses, and what is their outcome? And in general, what is the outcome of students who begin in these kind of post-secondary institutions such as community colleges? So those are the 4 articles. I know there's a lot to read. What I would suggest is for this week, kind of go through the articles and look at the results of the studies. What do they say? And then you can come back to this, because what you will do here kind of builds on for your final group project, which is about student populations. And it'll also help you to kind of start thinking about the strategies for the student population you may select. The other assignment that you have is the understanding student population that attend community colleges, because you have to select 3 student population of your choice, and then kind of make a recording, a presentation that would include but not limited to the following details: characteristics, needs of the students, retention success rate, any grants, any initiatives taken by the college, and so on. We have different populations attending. I've just given you a few examples here. First-gen students, African-American male students, English learners. Depends on what your interest is. And this is important because your group project kind of evolves from this. So that's what the assignment is. There are two discussion posts. The first one is about the student population. I'm kind of posing this question to make you start thinking about your final project. So you may not have all the answers, but just your initial thoughts. That's what I would expect in this discussion. And the video presentation is about your assignment, three student populations. And you can post this by Friday so your classmates have some time on Saturday and Saturday to kind of, you know, listen, watch, and if you want, give comments. So that's what the commenting is optional. I'm not making you do comments, but definitely listen. So that might give you some ideas about which student population you want to zero in, and also about the group project. Because after this week, I will ask you to select your student population and also your group members. So this is all in preparation for the final project. So I know there's a lot coming your way this week, but that's the way it goes when we have an intensive 8 week. But as always, if you have any questions, email me. And don't forget, we are having the guest speakers on the 3rd from 6 to 7. I do understand some of you have other commitments, but a good number of you said you would be available. So do join via Zoom and I'll set it up. And, come prepared to ask questions. All right. See you on Thursday.